They're trying to, look, between you people, don't talk to me.
Hey, you shut your face. If we want to hear you talk, I will shove my arm up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet. You hear me? You hear me? Caspar. Peace out, bitches.
In a feud with Donald Trump right now. Do you know this?
No, I don't.
Because this is very exciting for
really?
me, because he doesn't like me either. And so anytime there's somebody new he doesn't like, I feel a fraternity, a brotherhood with this.
Okay, so we're having beef?
You're having beef because I guess you said in a...
So there you go. It says, I don't know Samuel L. Jackson, to best of my knowledge, haven't played golf with him, and think he does too many TV commercials. Boring, not a fan.
Not a bad thing.
The internet lost it when Samuel L. Jackson, master of iconic one-liners, casually roasted Trump so hard his hairline probably took another step back. In classic Jackson fashion, he called out Trump's endless whining, basically saying what everyone's been thinking. Enough already. The internet exploded. Memes, reactions, even Pulp Fiction edits. And Trump, same old complaints, same recycled insults. But Jackson isn't just another celebrity talking, he's a legend. And while Trump scrambles to spin this into another pity party, Jackson just dropped a truth bomb and walked away. Mic drop.
Because I guess you said in an interview that you were a better golfer than him, and then you told a story. Is this true that he signed you up for one of your golf clubs and didn't tell you?
Yeah.
So you had to pay like...
No, I didn't pay. Okay. I got a bill that I didn't pay.
Okay.
Because I had no idea, and I had my assistant call and tell them that I don't really belong to that club and I haven't been there in 3 years. And they go, well, you are a member, and here's your member number. And they were charging me some pool fee for being at it. I haven't been there.
Picture this. Trump, the self-proclaimed very stable genius, pacing around his gold-plated bunker, rage posting about windmills and witch hunts. Then, bam, Samuel L. Jackson steps in like he's making a grand entrance in Pulp Fiction to the reckoning. Jackson doesn't just throw shade. He conducts a full-blown symphony of sarcasm, each line delivered with the precision of a Shakespearean insult. The internet losing its mind, memes flying, edits rolling in, and even Trump's most loyal fans struggling to spin it. Meanwhile, Jackson drops his truth bomb and walks off, cool as ever, while Trump scrambles for a comeback that won't land like a wet paper towel.
But somebody did send me something today that said Trump said he didn't know me.
He said he didn't know you. I actually have his tweet right here. This is very exciting.
So there you go. It says, I don't know Samuel L. Jackson, to best of my knowledge, haven't played golf with him, and think he does too many TV commercials. Boring, not a fan.
Not a bad thing.
I've met him a lot, Jackson says, eyes twinkling with that signature mischief, the same look that made Nick Fury trust him with the Avengers Initiative. Then he drops the bomb. Played golf with him. Dude's got more mulligans than a meth head at a yard sale. Cue the audience losing it. Because if there's one thing funnier than tiny hands, it's watching Trump get schooled by a man who probably keeps a lightsaber in his golf bag. Before we continue, quick favor. If you enjoy this content, take a second to like this video and subscribe. Over 98% of you watch without subscribing. It's free, and it helps more than you know. Did you click it? Awesome. Now back to the roast.
It's very interesting when Donald Trump says someone is out on TV too much, because, he's with exposure, he thinks it's very careful to just barely be on TV at all.
Barely get yourself out there.
But is that true? You say, you claim right here you have met him.
Yeah, I met him a lot.
You played golf with him?
I played golf with him.
He claims...
I actually played golf with him with Anthony Anderson one day.
Gotcha.
And we were all playing together, and we clearly saw him hook a ball into a lake at Trump National in Jersey. And his caddy told him he found it.
Now, was the caddy soaking wet when he said this?
No, he was not. Yeah, he just took off running, and next thing you know, I got it, Mr. Trump. And you're like, oh, did you see a splash? You saw a splash.
Gotcha.
And he used to call me. I have another person that can verify that he knows me.
Turns out this whole feud started over. What else? A game of golf, because of course it did. Trump, whose relationship with honesty is shakier than his grip on a Diet Coke can, accused Samuel L. Jackson of cheating from a guy who probably counts his putts in Roman numerals and calls it a hole-in-one if the ball lands anywhere in the general vicinity of the green.
He called me one day. I was here in New York, and he was always calling him Samuel L. the Don. Who? The Don. Oh, Mr. Trump, how you doing? Yeah, you busy today? No. You want to play golf? Sure. Well, I'm not going to play, but I got a friend wants to play, and we're going to play at my club in, it was over here. not in Manhattan, but
Okay.
the other Trump club that's on this side of the bridge. And when I got there, it was President Clinton,
Really?
who could also verify that Donald Trump knows me.
Wow. Here's the bummer.
And Don did show up, and he took Bill in and bought him a jacket and gave me nothing.
Jackson, ever the icon, didn't just deny it, he weaponized it. I don't cheat, he smirked in an interview, leaning back like he was auditioning for Cooler Than You, the movie. But if I did, you'd never know. I'm Samuel L. Jackson. I could steal your clubs, your wife, and your Big Mac mid-bite, and you'd still be clapping like a trained seal. The crowd erupted. Somewhere, a MAGA hat spontaneously combusted. And then came the pièce de résistance, Trump's tweet. Oh, the tweet. A grammatical train wreck so spectacular it made Cats, 2019, look like Citizen Kane.
Got bad news for you. The one person that might not back you up right now in this story is Bill Clinton, because I don't know if he's going to want to say a story that he was golfing with Donald Trump either.
He didn't golf that day.
He didn't golf that day.
He did not golf that
So
day.
who did you end up golfing with?
With Mr. Clinton.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Bill and I went out and played. Don showed up in the middle of the round, and we went into the clubhouse, and he gave Bill a jacket because it was a little chilly.
Wow. He didn't even ask you if you were cold?
No. I had a jacket on.
Oh, you already had a jacket
I was
on.
good.
Trump, in peak meltdown mode, fired off a tweet so mangled it looked like autocorrect had finally given up on him. Samuel L. Jackson, sick is a loser who does too. Sick many TV commercials. Sick boring. Not a fan, except of my shows. The best shows. Everyone says so. Jackson's response, pure perfection. A single Instagram post. A screenshot of the tweet circled in red Sharpie like a teacher grading kindergarten macaroni art. The caption, English, do you speak it? The internet exploded faster than Trump's promise to release his tax returns.
I will say, if we can prove that Donald Trump is lying when he says he doesn't know you, this might be the thing that finally brings down his campaign. This might be the thing. He put up with too much.
Let's get on there.
The internet went wild as memes flooded timelines. Trump, the self-proclaimed genius, was roasted for his spelling skills, while Samuel L. Jackson, armed with a dictionary, became the internet's new hero. One meme even had Trump's face on Biff Tannen from Back to the Future. It was pure chaos. But Jackson wasn't done. He dug deeper and found Trump's weirdest move yet, signing him up for a golf club membership. Jackson's response, a perfect burn that reminded everyone he's the master of words and wit.
What did you think of that MFer Donald Trump tweeting that you're a boring actor who does too many TV commercials?
Oh my God, did he tweet that?
Yeah, he did.
What was your reaction to that?
I look at my bank account, I laugh.
3 years, 3 whole years, Jackson growled, pacing the stage like a lion who'd been fed nothing but bad deals. This fool's been taking my money for a club I haven't stepped foot in since the days of Obama. It's like I bought a membership to the Bermuda Triangle, just vanishing cash with no chance of return.
Question about a little kerfuffle that you and Donald Trump are in. I just wanted to know, are you surprised that this has become a thing in the press?
Is it a thing in the press? No, it's not. Tell me it's not.
The feud escalated faster than a Fast and Furious car chase. Trump shot back, claiming he barely knew Jackson, a lie so thin it could have been used as saran wrap. Barely knew me? Jackson scoffed. We've had more interactions than your Twitter followers, buddy.
I mean, really? I mean, out of all the things that need to be dealt with presidentially, he's worried about me saying that he cheats at golf? Or, that he doesn't really know me? Is that what the deal is? Wow, that's awful. Let me see. Let me fix that. Let me find something that might help me with that.
Jackson snorted on a late-night show, sipping what could only be described as a martini made of pure confidence. We played 18 holes together, he chuckled. He spent the whole time bragging about his big brain and asking if I could get him into Star Wars. I told him the only role he's fit for is Jar Jar Binks' tax attorney.
We have a clip here. Very few people thought that President Trump could actually make it to the Oval Office.
And I did? What's wrong with me? What?
You're a prophet and you didn't know it. You have a little cautionary tale for us, Jim.
The host nearly fell out of his chair, trying to hold back laughter. Twitter went wild, declaring it the greatest burn since the Great Chicago Fire. And then came the receipts. Jackson, in a move so slick it could have been scored by Quincy Jones, dropped a bomb that had everyone in the studio gasping.
Jim?
Please. Don't think the other thing can't happen, because that's why the Brexit is trying to get a recall right now. You know? We're not going to get a do-over.
Yeah.
Okay, let me make another prophecy then, if that's happening.
Yes.
You think I can make something else come true?
Sure.
No, I can't do that.
No.
There'll be people not.
A photo of the golf club Bill Trump's team sent him hit the internet, complete with a handwritten note from Trump himself. Sam, you owe me $10,000. Terrible golfer, sad. Jackson's reply, a video of him casually burning the bill with a cigar lighter, muttering, "What's in your wallet, Donnie?" Definitely not integrity. The clip went viral faster than a Trump mispronunciation meme. But the absurdity didn't stop there. Trump, desperate to salvage his pride, challenged Jackson to a televised golf rematch. "I'll destroy him," Trump barked to Fox and Friends, his face the color of a boiled lobster. "I'm the best golfer. The greatest people cry when they see my swing. Tears of horror." Jackson's response, a single tweet. "Bring it, snowflake. But wear a helmet. My swing's rated R."
Feel to be right that it could happen.
I don't want to be right. I didn't want to be right. I hoped I was trying to be funny.
I think you were trying to make sure people would go vote.
I was really hoping people would go vote, and I hope they'll go vote now, because now they know what can happen.
The internet went wild. Sportsbooks started taking bets, and Elon Musk even jokingly offered to host the match on Mars. But of course, Jackson emerged victorious, because when has he not? The man could read a phone book and make it sound like the Gettysburg Address. Trump, he was left to tweet about his huge win that never came, while Jackson just casually strutted away, proving once again that real talent always trumps, pun intended, hollow bravado.
Like Brexit, we do get a redo. We get a redo.
Yeah, we don't get a
in 2 years. No, you've looked at have you looked at the crop of challengers to the president? Is there anybody out there who really afloats your boat?
Not yet.
No? Too early? Or you just haven't seen
I just haven't been inspired by what everybody's trying to do, say, prove, whatever. I kind of wish somebody as people friendly in my mind as Stacey Abrams was running.
Yeah, she's very
Trump slunk back to Mar-a-Lago, where he's probably still practicing his golf swing in front of a mirror labeled World's Best Everything. Meanwhile, Jackson kept living his best life, effortlessly owning the internet and reminding everyone that real skills don't need a Twitter tantrum to back them up.
That be a bill from Trump National? I think it is.
Why do you think he's saying?
I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, come on. He has to say whatever he has to say. He has to say. You know, it's one of those interesting things that he called me one day to play golf, not to play with him, but to play with a friend of his. And I went to play with that friend of his, and that friend of his turned out to be Bill Clinton. So it's like that. So I'm sure he'll lie about that also and say he never did that. But I'm sure President Clinton can either verify it or ignore it, as he probably should.
Meanwhile, the rest of us got a masterclass in how to handle haters, with humor, receipts, and a middle finger dipped in gold. Samuel L. Jackson didn't just win the feud, he turned it into a TED Talk on why you should never bring a Sharpie to a lightsaber fight. And somewhere, deep in the shadows, Nick Fury smiles, because he knows the truth, this wasn't just a feud, it was an audition. And Jackson, he's already signed on for the sequel.